Hi guys, welcome to Jiva Shastra Abhyasa. I am your educator Niranjan Hegde. So, today in this video we are going to discuss about the events events in sexual reproduction. We are going to learn about events in reproduction. So for this I have given a background video. In the last video we have discussed that is sexuality in organisms. If you haven't see that, if you didn't see that video, please check the URL given above and please go through that video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon, okay, so to get notification. So let's start today's session. Okay, yes, today we are going to, as before I told you, today we are going to study about the which one, the the events, the events in sexual reproduction. Event in sexual reproduction. The events in sexual reproduction means that, so there are certain changes or certain things are going to happen throughout the process of sexual reproduction. So that particular thing has been divided into three different streams or three different kinds or three different events which takes place in this particular sexual reproduction. One, two, and three. Which is one? The first one is pre-fertilization event. Okay. The next one is fertilization, the second one, and the last one is post-fertilization event. So we are going to look into these three aspects separately in the different separate videos because it will take a lengthy of time. So for you make you people better understand in a small timing, so we are going to discuss each one in each videos. So today we are going to learn only the pre-fertilization. Not today, in this video we are going to learn in the pre-fertilization event. So pre-fertilization, what is pre-fertilization event? So name itself suggests before the fertilization. So before the fertilization, the organisms prepare itself for the production of what, the sex cell or gametes. So sex cell or gametes. So they prepare themselves for the release. So that process is known as that is the first process of this particular pre-fertilization event, the generation or the production of sex cell or gametes, that is gametogenesis. And this, whenever the production of gametogenesis has taken place, so that has to be transferred, right? That process is known as gamete transfer. So these two things we are going to study. Okay, let's see. So first we are going to look into the gametogenesis. Gametogenesis is nothing it is not a big word, it is a simple word. So gamete plus genesis, that means the production of gamete is going to takes place. Production of gamete in an organism. Production of gamete is going to take place in an organism before the fertilization event. Then what are those gametes in generally there are only two types of gametes we are going to find out. What are those two types of gametes that we are going to find out? The first one, the first gamete which is produced in an organism, generally it is known as homogametes. Homogametes, or it is also called as isogametes. Homogametes, or it is also called as isogametes. Then what is this thing? So homogame is a gamete which is morphologically and genetically they look similar. What is that? The gamete which is produced by an individual, okay, it looks similar, means the male and the female gamete are going to look same way, are going to look in a same way morphologically also and genetically also. Then in which type of organisms it takes place? In the lower organisms like algae, it is going to take place in algae, fungi, and lot of the hydrophytes. So this type of production of gametes is going to take place, that is homogametes. Then what is the second type of gamete which is going to be released by an organism? So that is heterogamete. So then you may ask me, what is heterogamete? And this heterogamete can also be called as anisogamete. So you may ask me, what is heterogamete? Heterogamete is vice versa of this particular homogamete. Homogamete is what? They look similar morphologically, genetically. Here the simple thing, the male and female gametes looks dissimilar with each other from morphologically also and also the genetically. They are not going to look in the same way. So in which type of individuals? It comes completely in the higher organisms, in angiosperms, in mammals, in reptiles, in birds, that is also called as aves, right? Then in amphibians, all the higher organisms are going to have this kind of heterogamete type of production of gametes is going to takes place. Okay, so this is about the gametogenesis. Next, so how this gametogenesis process is going to happen, that we are going to know. So we will study here only. So the process of gametogenesis is going to be taken place by the process of cell division. Okay, cell division. Through the process of cell division it is going to happen. Then which are those cell division is going to take place there? One is mitosis, another one is meiosis. So these are the only two types of division which is practically involved in the process of gametogenesis. So the lower organisms like algae, fungi, they are haploid in nature. You know that, right? They are haploid in nature. The haploid means they have the single set of chromosomes, we can call single set of chromosome. So here and it may also be called as mother and father. As in higher organisms it is having 46 as human beings are having 46 chromosomes. If it is divided into haploid, it will be 23 and 23 chromosomes is going to happen, right? Okay, so like that itself, all the individuals which are haploid in nature, they are going to be a lower organisms which undercomes the process of mitosis, and they are going to generate the homogametes. Remember it, homogametes. Okay, then in the higher organisms, so the absolute process of meiosis is going to take place, where the diploid cell is going to be divided into two haploid gamete through the process of meiosis. Two haploid gamete, not two. So means one cell will be divided into four haploid gametes. Okay, four haploid gametes, they are going to be divided. So this is what about the gametogenesis. The next process which takes place in the pre-fertilization event is which one? The next one is gamete transfer. Gamete transfer. So the next process in the pre-fertilization event, is the gamete transfer. What is gamete transfer? The transfer of male gamete, towards the female gamete, for the process of fertilization is known as gamete transfer. So this the technique of gamete transfer is going to happen in different type, so in a different level of organisms. So ಬೇರೆ ತರ organisms ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ತರ gamete transfer ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So what are those type of transfer of gametes going to take place? So if you consider lower organisms such as fungi and algae, so their gametes are what? They are motile in nature, so they can move. So they are movable. So then if it is movable, then the algae, as it is a hydrophyte, so what happens? So they release the gamete into the water, and the male and female gamete is going to randomly swim. They are going to randomly swim, and they are accidentally come together. And the fertilization, the process of fertilization is going to take place. Okay, accident. So accidentally this happens. Okay, that is in algae. So if we go to the higher organisms like angiosperm, so there will be the process of pollination is going to take place. For the transfer of gametes. If there are two types of pollination is going to take place in an angiospermic plant. One is self-pollination. Another one is cross-pollination. The self-pollination is going to take place in the plants which are bisexual in nature. You know that what is bisexual. I don't need to explain again. So the cross-pollination is going to take place in the organisms or in the plants which are unisexual. So through which, if it is the unisexual, there should be a pollinating agent for the transfer of pollen grains from one flower to the other flower, right? Yes. The process of pollination is that one. So we are going to detailedly study in the next chapter. So what are the pollinating agents? Water. It might be water. It might be wind. In most of the plants, the pollinating agents are mainly insects. Insects will be the mainly pollinating agents like honeybee. So in bisexual plant, what happens? How they undergo the self-pollination? The stigma and stamen are going to lie by each other. So that's how the transfer is going to take place. So again, when we come to the animals, the in invertebrates, what happens? In invertebrates, how the gamete transfer is going to happen? So in invertebrates, how the gamete transfer is going to happen? In which one? In invertebrates, right? Invertebrates. How the invertebrates are going to? So same as that of the algae and fungi. So here the male only, remember, the only male gamete is motile, and they are going to swim randomly swim to reach the randomly swim they are going to randomly swim to reach the egg. Okay, so this is how the invertebrates are going to transfer the gametes. So likewise in the vertebrates, what is going to happen? So in the vertebrates, the gamete transfer is going to happen through the copulatory organs. So in which one? In vertebrates. In vertebrates, what is going to happen? In vertebrates, the gamete transfer is going to happen through the copulatory organs, and the sperm will be directly ejaculated into the genital tracts of the female, where the fertilization will be internal. So maximum number of vertebrates will do this particular kind of gamete transfer. So this video will be ending here with this completion of gamete transfer. So if you like this video, please share, like and subscribe to the